need to get back. 6 hours of travel. Might be a good time to take a break. Oh, wait. We could have gone up there? I didn't see the up. My horse was blocking it, I think. Let's do a little exploring.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Alright. Yeah, I guess we should rest. Sweet pancakes? What does that give us? Sweet pancakes. Come on. Where's the meal bonus? +5 bonus to movement speed for a day.
All right, new line. They walked without fear, hoisting shining steel above their heads. And they walked, and they walked. When were they going to get anywhere already, huh?
Hunter returned empty-handed. But our guards didn't have us get grouped up on anything. Alright. Old Mesa. As much as I want to go to the Old Mesa, we'll check it out another time. Oh, we need to start working towards the abandoned hut. I wonder if we can cut across from here this way. So if we return to the place and give Svetlana her ring and get the reward for the Tusk Giver, a day and 3 hours. Yikes. A long way. Let's put it here.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
No, we traveled all through the night. I gotta pay more attention to the time. Are they fatigued? I don't think we're fatigued yet, though.
We should gather our strength.
All right, now we're fatigued.
My cape is all worn out. Gotta catch a bear. A big one's hide would fit me just right.
Our hunter is not that good. Clutch suddenly awoke inside the house. Dogs were howling fiercely, not far away. It smelled like burning. The wooden walls were steaming hot, and smoke was wreathing beneath the low ceiling. He looked out of the window. The instant he approached the window, the glass broke and an arrow hit him in the chest. Falling, he glimpsed a dozen dark figures standing outside. His eyes dimmed. Clutch's skin felt cold. He heard the murmur of the water and the soft lapping of waves. After opening his eyes, he saw a rocky river bottom and a bloated body. Tangled in the green water weeds, the drowned man's empty gaze was fixed upon Clutch. The drowned man's mouth opened slowly and a hoarse whisper said, "Strike River." At this moment, Clutch finally awoke, drenched in sweat. He told us what he'd seen in the dream. Strike River? That's this thing here, right? No, that's Thorn River. Nettles Crossing is by the Strike River. Is one of the Dark Seekers of the Soul Lands. One day, the bridge was found destroyed and Davik has gone missing under mysterious circumstances. All right. 4 hours travel. We'll rest when we get there. And in 2 quests. I don't know. I always find people try to do interesting things with grease. Never just like put grease on the ground and have people trip on it. Or light it on fire as they
Retire.
start slipping on it.
In due time.
Fine day to you, and what brings you by? Oh, Tuskgutter's dead. You can mount his head on the wall as a trophy. Oh, they look at the blood-stained boar's head with respect, touching its tusk with his finger to test how sharp it is. That's one heck of a beast. I'd love to have a trophy like that, but a deal is a deal. Head goes to the old Benzin, and his bounty goes to you. 180 experience, 400 coin, and a masterwork longbow, which kind of sucks because it's not a masterwork composite longbow. And I'm not losing my strength modifier to the damage. I want that extra +3 damage when I shoot my bows. Greasing a floor requires reflex save and or bounce checks, or greasing an item reflex save not to drop. Greasing a wall as well, but that goes right along with the floor. Greasing a wall makes it, I think, actually unclimbable, unless you have something like spider climb or magical item. But maybe that was like a homebrew. Maybe it's just disadvantage on climb. Who knows? Who cares? All right. Oh, the other one's Svetlana. Show me your wares real quick. All right. Great sword, heavy flail. Orc double axe. It's an exotic, right? Yeah. Well, I'll sell that. Got some hide armor. She's wearing breastplate now. So we'll sell the hides. And the scale mail, I think that's what she was wearing, isn't it? So that's 6 -425 3. As opposed to 5 -425 3. Masterwork longbow. As nice as the +1 to hit. Not worth it for us right now. Okay, let's see. Hermitite. Boop. Cooking ingredients. No one wants that. That Lana's wedding ring. We're about to go hand that in. Written orders will get us 2 gold. Odd. But okay. Wow, we're getting almost 900 from all that? We got enough for the bag of holding. Boom. Small bag of holding. Regardless of what is put into the bag, weight doesn't change. This allows a party to carry an additional 100 pounds of weight without suffering any negative consequence. It's really expensive, but that could let us bring a lot more loot back. That leaves us about 500. Are these potions worth very much? Or the scrolls, I mean? The scrolls aren't worth squat. Alright, that was just a normal. Yep. Alright. Saved me a whole $3 by changing that in. Got $512 to spare. Can't remember her stats. She's only got a +1 dex anyways. Her having something that gives armor is worth it. It'll pay for itself. Exactly. Give it a little bit of time and it pays for itself. Svetlana greets you warmly. Good day to you. Do you need anything? Here's your ring, Svetlana. Crystal gave it to me. I even managed to convince her not to fight me. Svetlana sighs bitterly. I suppose I should tell you the truth about her. Crystal wasn't her real name. Her real name was Irina. Before all this, she was the daughter of my mother and her second husband, my half-sister. I can't help but feel like everything that happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness to her. She'd wander the streets hanging out with the bad crowd until the day she passed. Mother complained about Irina constantly. Back then, it was just cruel games and strange escapades. She never really hurt anyone back in Rostov. Her father didn't live much longer than her mother, so I decided to try to help Irina. I brought her here to the Stolen Lands, though Oleg was against it. And once here, she immediately fell under the Stag Lord's influence. She never even needed to meet him. The stories and rumors from local hunters and bandits were enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was a real leader, unlike Rostov's softies. Eventually, she ran away, only to return under a new name with a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse, she participated in the torture and executions of prisoners alongside the Stag Lord's minions. I don't know if there's any way to set her back on the right path, but I'm grateful for your kindness. Perhaps there's still hope for the sake of my mother's memory. I'd like to believe that. Got 10 supplies and rations and 45 XP. Alright. Nothing new but there. Okay. At least we helped her out. It's good to help out people, right? Especially when you're living at their inn. It depends on what version of D&D you're playing. Usually closing a bag of holding causes crushing damage to living creatures inside it. A lot of DMs just let people put, depending on the size of the bag of holding, will just let people be stored in them. But usually, I think it's got something in the wording, the actual wording that's like, it covers what happened. Like the fact that it's a pocket dimension. It's got limited air. There was at least one version of D&D where it did crushing damage. It wouldn't break items in it, but a person in it would have negative effects. But for the most part, it's a pocket dimension. Once you close it off, there's nothing making air in there. That's the biggest trouble, like you mentioned. Suffocation's an issue. But it's usually, they're not big spaces inside. As much as they can, they're great because you can put up to, like, nothing in them has weight, but they're only so many cubic feet. We'll try to go explore the Shrike River after this. We found the hut. All right. We'll call this Jabba's hut. This hut's nickname is now Jabba. Jabba the Abandoned Hut. Is that still? Does that still happen in 5e though? The whole creating a black hole type thing. You are here. Please follow me. Oh, she's not looking too great. Are you okay, Guardian? Ooh. Father, please. I looked for the herbs you asked for. There just weren't enough to... Silence! Did you forget the rules? You speak when I say. You do as I say. Disobedience leads to punishment. But Father! 3 times! Ooh. Enough. I can't. Enough. It does not give you enough time to read things. You forget the rules. You speak when I say, you do as I say. Disobedience leads to punishment, and you have disobeyed twice. But father, that's 3 times. Missile. Magic items are a lot more rare in 5e, and they tend to do less individually, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's disallowed. I think they've changed it because people were doing things like, I attach a portable hole to my arrow and I shoot it through a bag of holding. Or they'll be like, the bag of holding's on the front and the portable hole is on the back. So when the arrow hits something, the arrow goes through it, and then the portable hole gets pulled into the bag of holding. And stuff like that. Like, they always try to make it out like it's some kind of nuke. It was never meant to be that. It's not supposed to be something that you can just put on a missile and fire. Because also, the bag of holding, it's not just a portable hole put on a bag of holding. It has to be put into it. So you have to have the bag of holding somehow held open in front of the arrow, and an arrow that's fired not going into the bag of holding. Right? So how would you keep the arrow from going into the bag of holding? It really doesn't work. DMs that allowed it, I think, were just trying to give their players that whole rule of cool type of thing. The staircase decayed and collapsed long ago. It can't be climbed.
What a find!
Rotted wood racks long ago used for drying herbs. We got an enlarged person, peridot, and 17 cold. That's not a great find. With just the you can't sort of description, nothing more elaborate. Oh, here's Pathfinder. All right. Very, very excited to announce new partnership with whatever that is. Mythic Table first playable announcement. Cool. Whatever that is. Bag of holding, here we go. So you get 30 cubic feet, 250 pounds. The bag itself weighs 15 pounds. So that's if a bag of holding is overloaded, or if a sharp object pierces it from inside or outside, the bag immediately ruptures and is ruined, and all containers are lost forever, or contents are lost forever. The bag of holding is turned inside out, all of its contents spill out, unharmed, but the bag must be put right before it can be used again. If living creatures are placed within the bag of holding, they can survive for up to 10 minutes, after which time they suffocate. Retrieving a specific item from a bag of holding is a move action, unless the bag contains more than an ordinary backpack would hold, in which case retrieving a specific item is a full round action. Magic items placed inside the bag of holding do not often or offer any benefit to the character carrying the bag. If a bag of holding is placed within a portable hole, a rift to the astral plane is torn in the space. Bag and hole alike are sucked into the void and forever lost. If a portable hole is placed within a bag of holding, it opens up a gate to the astral plane. The hole, the bag, and any creature within 10 feet are drawn there, destroying the portable hole and the bag of holding in the process. So there you go. That's what it is. But yeah, a lot of people try to make rules about making, like, trying to a lot of people started trying to weaponize it, which kind of breaks it. Personally, in my experience, the way I look at D&D, you're playing a communal game where you've come together under the guise of our characters, whatever we're role playing, want to be here on this adventure to try to do whatever the adventuring is. So, like, if they start being, like, uncooperative, it's like, why are you even here anymore? And if it comes to the things like, well, I'm going to just make a thing that can blow up the world and make nukes, it's like, well, you're not even trying to play the game. Now you're trying to break the game. So again,
To victory!
why? Ferocious wolves. All right, here we go. We charge? Nope. All right, go attack.
Do not falter! Help!
All right. Charge. Okay. My turn. Which one has the most damage?
Let's try this way.
Sneak attack. I like it.
Serves you right.
4 damage. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to try skinning and collect. Bushes grow in the well, a clear sign that it was abandoned long ago. Nagraw's old notes. All right, well, let's collect that so we can actually read the whole thing. In early spring, willow leaves are the same color as her eyes. His too. I barely hold myself from burning them out with acid. It is his fault. Despicable. Weak. It was not for him. She would still be alive. Okay, so this is the guy, the evil guy talking to the kid, or about the kid and his wife and that. Okay. Would still be alive. Does not talk to me. Look away. Plant something. I know. I have to gather forest herbs and make a hiding place. Hide my charms. He is a coward, but he can steal and run away. I'll punch it out of him. Everything hurts. I can barely walk. How could he? How? How he would never bring himself to confront me on his own. He says his name is now Staglord. He says he will not let me die or let me go. He says I should not be calling him my son, like I ever did. He told me to pack my things. We are leaving soon. He now has his people in his own fortress. I'm hiding the charms in the herb cache. I probably should not. I will not be able to escape. He will not let me. So wow. I can see why he would treat his dad like that, considering the way his dad treated him.
Interesting.
Oop. Ancient coin. If I were DMing, I would probably allow it. You'd effectively need to set it up as a trap somehow. No way you're getting that set up spontaneously with a lot of easily overruled luck, and even then I'd give the target a save. If it becomes a more than once sort of thing. Exactly. But that's just it. Once you allow it once, they're going to start trying to do it again and again. At which point I'd be like, well, you've used up the supply of bags of holding. And it's only a 10-foot diameter. Depending, like, it's, what is it? It's the hole goes into the bag and it's a 10-foot diameter, or is it the bag goes into the hole? I think it's the hole goes into the bag.
Follow my lead.
Personally, like, I had my group try to do it, and because they're like, we attach it to the front of an arrow so that, and the back. And because it says in the book, if you puncture the bag of holding, it destroys it if it's from the outside. I'm like, okay, well, you just destroyed your bag of holding. Put the portable hole to whatever the arrow hit afterwards. Where have you been? I told you not to go. You'll never give me orders again. Oh, this is the thing we just read about. What? Well then, summon your power. Maybe you'd like to try the acid. I'm not your slave any longer. Not your toy. Not your son. I won't kill you. Your powers will be of use to me. From now on, you do as I say. You speak when I say. Disobedience will be punished. Well, I kind of hate to say it, but the dad had it coming. A small deserted timber shed. We got ourselves gold coin, potion of vanish, topaz ring, ooh, and some treasure.
It's just not my lucky day.
And we can't try again, apparently. Apparently the game's not the kind of game that lets you try multiple times with locks. I think it even says, like, I have to get my trickery up before it let me try again.
I have been waiting for you. The flowers, birds, and wind told me you would come. Oh, my poor flowers. They will perish before long in this bog.
It seems that only you can see or hear the nymph.
Ooh, mysterious talk with nobody.
The Druid's note mentions a cache he created using herbs. Do you know anything about that? Tell me about yourself. I'd like to know more about my ally. Oh, I had a strange vision. A young man and an old druid who tortured him. And they exchanged roles.
I know little of the magic of people, but there is a trick we nymphs love to use. Herbs and flowers can keep secrets, as well as reveal them. Place a herb in a chest you wish to hide. It will conceal the treasure from strangers' eyes. Place the herb there again, and it will reveal what was hidden. If the druid used this trick, he probably chose simple herbs, likely those that can be found nearby.
Okay.
Do you really wish to know? Fine. I'll tell you a fairy tale. Once upon a time, there lived a young nymph. She lived in an enchanted forest, where 1,000 birds sung day and night, where the sun often left a spark or two hanging in the tree crowns, and where the starlight fell on sleepy glades like a glowing soft haze. The young nymph loved simple things, like sitting by the stream with her friends, braiding each other's hair and adorning their braids with crystals made of dew, or watching the flowers blooming. But inside her soul, the young nymph dreamed of something more.
Something more, eh?
Oh, dreams. Nothing in any world can live without them. Even a seed that falls in fertile soil cannot sprout without the dream of the sun. The same was true for our nymph. She wished to turn her enchanted forest into a true fairy tale kingdom and fill it with thousands of wonders. But plans so ambitious rarely go unnoticed by greater powers.
Sounds like things are going bad for this nymph.
Those greater powers decided to punish the nymph for her boldness. They sent a horrible monster to poison the enchanted forest and kill the singing birds. The nymph was forced to flee, and finally she found shelter here in the stolen lands. Here she hoped to sprout the seeds of a new dream, even as she mourned the dream she'd lost. But then the magic mist appeared, killing everything that lived. And the nymph cast about, desperately searching for help. So far, these are the fairy tale's final words. But I hope this is not the end just yet.
Oh, I'm hoping we can save you.
Yes, yes. The soil, water, and stones here are infused with toxic pain and fear. They poison this place as we speak. You have seen where your enemy's journey began. The one called Stag Lord was once the victim of a cruel madman, and has since become one himself. You see now how monsters are born. But what comes of regret for a thing you cannot change? There is no time to be lost. We must do away with the fog quickly.
Tell me what to do next.
Search the area around the hut. Try to find anything that remained of the druid who lived here. I am sure the fog is his doing. This suffocating veil is as vicious as his nature. We should learn more about the fog and the ritual through which it was created. Return to me if you find anything. The past may hide the answers that shape the future.
You'd be willing to share the details of your story about these evil powers? The enchanted forest, the monsters?
One day, perhaps. Perhaps I will tell you more. But it doesn't matter now. We need to concentrate on the problems at our doorstep.
Fair
The
enough.
Stag Lord, the Druid, the Mist.
I'll return later then. Farewell.
I will be waiting.
All right. You mentioned it'd probably be herbs that are nearby. Did we see any herbs over here? Not on that side anyway, okay.
I see something.
Token of the Dryad, again. Oh, wait, here's something. Edible moss. Not what I was hoping for.
What's that?
The stone altar is decorated with an eroded foliage pattern and symbols of green faith. Lost note. I went to the old temple of the elk again today. Wicked, gloomy place. Just like my soul. It used to shine once, and it is hollow and horrible now. Did he spy on me? Maybe I should lock him up. No, let him be. What can he do now, the useless coward? Just whimper and hide. He doesn't have much respect for his son.
You come again. Did you find something?
Found the druid's notes. Mentioned a temple of the elk. Can this help us?
An ancient temple. The temple of the stag god. Yes, that must be it. The place of power where the druid created the fog. Perhaps we'll be able to cleanse it from there. The temple hides in the thicket not far from here. You'll need to go there and purge the place of whatever evil still lingers there, summoned by the druid's sinister ritual. Take care. You are my only hope.
I have a clear goal now. I'll continue my journey. Examine the old stegler. A wooden house, time-worn and apparently deserted.
In due time.
1 gold coin, silver chain, bone necklace, and jade. Oh, ferocious wolf.
As it should be.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Like an epic pose, like get a sword and just be like, I do a wield, so maybe like spin my, like hold my swords across like an X, kind of menacingly. I don't know. All right, let's see. Can I charge it? No, I cannot. I guess my path is blocked, so. Okay. Oh, treat affliction. What's treat affliction? Means to tend to a single disease or poison character makes a lord check. I'm not very good at that. Bless. Fighting defensively. There. All right. No, man, I was a little to the left. I might have got an attack of opportunity.
Become as dust.
Bring it!
Ooh, 1-hit kill.
I am prepared.
Done with waiting.
Okay.
That is not far.
Ground near the chest is covered with culinary herbs. They dried out long ago. All right. Culinary herbs like that. Short sword +1 of transmutations and bodily poisons, part 1. Alchemy is the triune science of primes, or basic elements. Okay. And then shamblets. Cooking ingredients. We got some stuff there. Okay. It's just a short sword +1. Still, that replaces my short sword. I now have a +1 long sword and a +1 short sword. Nice! Poland Bag doesn't even destroy things other than the items. It just pushes them into the... I was going to say, that's the big thing. It pushes it to the astral plane, but once something's in the astral plane, it's not a lot of things that can just bring themselves back to the astral plane where you are. They basically become lost, at least for a time, right? No, can't get that loot, unfortunately. I really, really want it.
I'm listening.
Can we all try?
I know what to do.
Do you? I don't think you do.
Rotus awaits us.
We need the knock spell, where some poor fool can just
Troubles you.
unlock it. All right. Anyways, we're done here.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
All right. I don't think we got ingredients for anything at the moment. Yeah, we need more honey. And go.
Listen, Harem, how about I give you a nice whack on the dome? All that bull about the end of the end will come flying right out of you.
If you want to kill me, do it. What does it matter when we die? Now, or an hour from now, or a year from now? Don't take it wrong, but as long as I live, I will preach.
No. We didn't get hunting or rations or anything. How many tries to pick if you actually have a skill? Kinda makes sense. Temple of the Elf. Alright. Random encounter. Teach them to get in our way randomly. Something tells me it's not so random, though. Probably bandits. Just begging to be dispatched. Oh. Technic League's mage. A group of well-armed fighters approaches. One of them raises their voice, pointing to you. Hey, you! Stop right there! Kalana, look at this one. Will he do? The group's leader lays her cold and watchful eyes upon you. This one, I suppose. But I don't like his snout. What about my snout? She studies your companions carefully but nonchalantly, as if examining goods at the market. Listen, you tramps. We're from the Technic League. Our slave died and we need a replacement. One of you will be coming with us. The rest of you are free to go. I advise against resistance. It'd be a quick trick to kill every one of you. Choose now the one that you'll give. What is this Technic League? One very serious organization from Numeria. People with whom you'd better not start a fight, and who you better not bother with foolish questions. We can't handle this. There's too many of them. Okay. No negotiation with slavers. You sure can talk. Let's see how you can fight. Chaotic neutral. Like, you got a bit of a mouth. I wonder if you're as good with your hands for fighting. No. Lawful good would be our reason, I think. I'll make you eat your own entrails. Blah. Performed a lawful good action. They do not know who they're messing with. Oh crap, some of us...
Yes.
Summon monster. Alright. Let's see. Oh, it's lovely little Lindsay. Let's kick her ass. Let's kick her ass. Alright, if we go for the swordsman, we might be able to kill him before he even gets to act. And he's close enough that she can charge. Half his health is gone. Okay. We did 14 damage. I like making a chaotic neutral character, and if I don't have an actual chaotic neutral response, pull out some dice and roll for my response. That's one way of role-playing it. We're actually doing a good playthrough this time. I'm a bit of a goody-goody in video games. Oh, I forgot to rage. Fight me! That's what she sounds like when she's mad. True story.
Onwards!
Ooh, 11 damage. I like. And unfortunately, I'm the only one of us that goes after him. Okay, what if you go to, say, there? He'll be in range of attacking him, which means when Clutch gets up to that guy, I'll get my sneak attack.
Repent!
Did we just leave him with like 1 frickin' HP? That is so my luck today. First time in a game is usually good. That's kind of the fun of like multiple playthrough. Once you've gotten that first one down, you can start doing the funny stuff. Okay, let's see.
This should do it.
Sneak attack, 20 damage. All right.
Ah!
Ow! You shot me with an arrow.
Yes.
And she's summoning more and more monsters, which has me a little nervous. Is summon monster a concentration thing?
You deserved it.
How's that guy alive? He just took more damage. He's got no hit points shown on his bar.
Tear them apart!
All right. And if they take damage, it goes away. But if you kill the caster, summons go away. I don't know if I want to hit him again because it looks like he should be dead.
Stay behind me.
Missed anyways. Yeah, see, he was dead. What the heck is with this? I think he's dead too, technically speaking.
Your life ebbs low.
Okay. Doesn't show any road.
A calculated risk.
No, he's not. That one's not dead. Looks like he should be, but
Yes.
Any last wishes?
missed. I would love it if you could actually hit your target. No, okay, he's dead.
They go down!
He's afraid. Dang it, Valerie.
What a waste.
You have crossed paths with the Technic League. This shall be your undoing. Did she just like teleport home?
Become as dust.
Sphere, eh? Nope, I'm out. He looks so frightening. He winked at me, and I think he has ideas for bad things to do.
This is where I step in.
Oh, that was a nice hit, I guess. Poor bastard. Can you charge? No, you can't. Of course not. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. She thought she could do it. She was wrong.
Repent.
There we go. All right. Hand of the Technic League, full of dangers and not just the usual ones. Follow her trail. All right. What's that? It's an S-stock. Masterwork the longbow, leather armor. I guess it's a bunch of stuff we'll be selling. The insidious henchman of the ominous Technic League has disappeared into the thick wilderness of the mysterious Stone Lands, but not for long. Soon we'd be upon them first, though we'd have to pick up the trail. To do that, we tried to understand based on what we've seen what kind of spell Kalina used to get away and where it could bring. Tried to find anyone who could have seen the despicable person. Does this mean a check of 20? So this would mean we get a 15. Though searching for other ways to simplify our work, we followed the trail of the Technic League. The easiest one would be find anyone who could have help. She did say that a slave got away. Maybe there's a slave nearby. Half-orcs fight for another round or two after hitting 0 HP. Oh, okay. That explains it. I was like, why is they still standing? Failed. Boo. Unfortunately, a spell is such an elusive thing, it can hardly be called a thing at all. No matter how hard we thought, we still had no idea what exactly. Okay. We failed the 15? Sadly, the wild woods of the Stolen Lands are not like the city streets, where you can talk to passerbys, go to the tavern, question the drunkard, and order a beer. In the whole area, we only met a single mushroom gatherer who seemed suspicious that we were armed, turned around and ran. No one was going to help us, so we finally passed the check. The henchmen of the ominous Technic League are truly insidious in the Stolen Lands and mysterious thicket, but true heroes think nothing of such things. We easily picked up the trail of those scoundrels and soon found their camp. We failed on the 15, but at least we got the 18. Or maybe because it's the last one, we always get it? I don't know. Could have been one of those things where we lost the trail for now, we find them later type of thing, though. It's kind of towards where we're going. All right. You know what? Let's take a quick rest. Or not. What was that? Oh, that was the S stock, right? An S stock +1. Do we even have anybody that can use the damn thing? Oh. That's for the armors. We got a leather armor and banded. No, that's scale mail. Or people are wearing better than scale mail anyways, I think. We got banded. Longsword. Masterworked longbow. Again, as much as I would love a masterworked bow, not giving up the bow I got because it's got the... It's compound. My strength goes into it. Yeah, add strength bonus to the bow. So I'd rather just have one less plus to hit. That stock's gonna make us some good money at least. Rest. Hey, we found 3 rations, which is good because I just noticed what our food's like. Spoiled the meal. Were we ambushed during the night? I didn't mean to say that the check we passed was... We passed it easily. I'm just saying, like... Maybe because it was the last one, the game just gave us the check, right? Maybe it didn't actually roll to see if we passed. That's all I was saying. I know we failed the other 2. I was there. It sucked. The easiest one we failed.